Wednesday. After yesterday, as you can see, ginormous sell-off. So, um, at the end of yesterday's video, I was saying how should actually give us some proper structure to go off of for future trades, and that is what's happened. We've got some nice key levels, you can say, that we've got on the charts. Quick point out, I will be leaving the charts today an hour into market open, so 10:30 New York time, 3:30 my time, because I have got work and I have a shift to cover from someone. So, nothing I can do. Unfortunately, it is an outside factor, external factor that does affect me, but it's fine. I can just trade up to that point. If I'm in a trade at that point, I think I will just close it regardless, because with Tradeovate, when your take profit gets hit, your stop loss order doesn't get deleted. You have to delete it yourself. Same with if your stop loss gets hit, your take profit order doesn't get deleted. You have to delete it yourself. So if I was driving to work and say my stop loss got hit, and then it came up, I'd get filled into a buy position at my TP, whatever, because the order does not cancel itself. So if I am in a position and I need to leave, I will just close it no matter where it is, and then call it there. But hopefully, if a trade presents itself, it's early and it finishes before 10:30 New York time. There is news today. We've had this come out at 8:15 a.m. It did nothing. The candle wasn't crazy at all. At 10:30 there is this, which I'm not fussed about at all. So just quickly show the 8:15 candle is there. Did nothing. Anyway, we have been consolidating like crazy overnight session and London session. Just been chopping. Look at London session, like what is that? So interesting there. So on the higher time frame, yesterday's low. Yeah, 4-hour imbalance along with these 4-hour highs, which have been swept out. Which is something to keep in mind. The 4-hour highs have been swept out pre-market, which I'm not a fan of. But there was these hourly highs, the 4-hour highs, obviously, and those ones that got took out all during pre-market, right here, 8:40. There is these 1-hour highs as well to the upside, and to the downside is hourly lows, and those lows right there. ES looks very similar, except hasn't taken out these highs yet. Those 4-hour highs haven't been taken on ES, but on ES, these hourly highs have been taken, and those ones there. So that is something to still keep in mind. Again, I will delete them now though, just because I don't want them on my chart. And we can mark out those 15-minute highs and those ones that have not been taken yet. And there we go on ES. So to the downside, what would I be waiting for? Hourly lows swept out, 5-minute up candle, 5-minute retrace, then moves high up to these draws on liquidity and this imbalance, or moves up to any of these highs. 5-minute down candle, 5-minute up candle, then moves down. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Price comes up just to these ones. We're looking at the 1-minute, but it's likely that ES will take, if price comes up to there on NQ, ES will take out high time frame highs anyway. So we would still be waiting for a 5-minute retrace candle. So that's pretty much it for market analysis before market open. Quite simple today. It's worth keeping in mind that those 4-hour highs on NQ have in fact been swept, and we have had a 5-minute breaker structure off of them. So it's important to keep in mind. As you can see, we've swept them and we've come right down. Oh, sorry. bit of run today. But yeah, that's pretty much it for pre-market analysis. As I said, I'm leaving the charts an hour into market open, so there is a chance where I don't take a trade, which is fine. No trades yesterday, win on Monday, so no trades again today. I'd be happy with still. But yeah, that is my pre-market analysis. Catch you all. I'll film the rest of this video tonight because I will be going to work at 3:30, so an hour into market open. So I'll catch you all tonight. Obviously it'll be a second for you guys, but tonight for me. So peace. Alright, what's up? I can talk through this trade now as it is currently 3 o'clock and my boss has asked me to come in a little bit earlier, so I need to leave in about 15-20 minutes time. But I have taken a trade. It's got quite a bit of wiggle room, just one take profit, 1.29 RR, but I can quickly talk through it all now. So market opened and quite frankly came down quite a lot. As you can see, big sell-off, taking out these 1 hour lows here. Not quite getting to the yesterday's low on NQ, but ES did. ES came down, took out 1 hour lows, 1 hour lows, and then yesterday's low. And then once this 5-minute up candle was made, that's a 5-minute SMT because move down then and move up, that's the low. Yesterday's low, ES has taken it, NQ hasn't taken it, as you can see right there. And then we start getting legs up, inverse this one, inverse this imbalance, and then break 1 minute structure at 9:48, ES at 9:48, break 1 minute structure as well, and inversed all these imbalances too. And then I'm waiting just for a 5-minute retrace candle because we've had a 5-minute up candle. So I'm waiting just for a 5-minute retrace candle. NQ gives a 5-minute down candle retrace right here at 9:50. ES didn't, so I didn't draw an equilibrium at all. The 5-minute also disrespected this imbalance as well. Yeah, the 5-minute here on NQ just closed above this fair value gap as well on the 5-minute. Then because NQ gave that 5-minute down candle retrace, you can draw on equilibrium from the low to the high because the high has been made on the 5-minute. Price hasn't come down to equilibrium, but I've taken my entry off of this big 1 minute imbalance, and then we broke to the downside on this candle. This candle broke back to the upside again, so I got my entry right as that candle closed and this one opened. So you can see right on the open of that candle, stop below this fair value gap and below equilibrium, so it's at the open of the first of 3 candles. So here is the open. Well, here's the first candle, second candle, third candle of this fair value gap here. Here's the open of that one. So my stop is there. My target, my one and only target, are just those 1 hour highs there. I don't want to have extended take profits because I don't want to have to manage my position because I'll be at work, unable to check my phone. So that's my one and only take profit. It is quite a big stop, so 1.29 RR, but it's a completely fine, valid trade setup with my strategy. And we'll see how it plays out, and I can update this later. I think when I leave for work, I might let it run in because it's quite a big stop loss. The only problem is, as I said before, say price comes down to here and takes me out, this order isn't cancelled, so it is a rather there we go, move it in line. It is a rather annoying feature, but we will see how it goes. I've got about 20 minutes, 18 minutes before I need to leave for work. So yeah, we've risked 0.548% on this trade, which is $275. So we'll see how it goes. I'm happy with this trade completely. Valid strategy, valid system, valid setup. I'm not going to move take profits. I could have extended take profits up to those hourly highs, 15-minute highs, and I could have it up to those hourly highs as well. So I do have 2 contracts, but I'm just not going to. I can't be bothered to have to manage a position. I'm going to be driving to work. I'm going to be at work, and I can't check my phone. So to put it simply, 1 take profit is absolutely plenty for me. Just the first set of hourly highs, and that is it for me. And as we can see, price is legging up now. ES has given a 5-minute retrace candle down now. That closed at 10 AM and now has broken structure there, but I wouldn't want to have entered there anyway. So yeah, holy cow. ES is getting legs up to those hourly highs now. NQ is the same. So yeah, that's my trade that I've taken. I think it's a good trade, good risk. We stayed patient, wait for the full setup, and we did get that final 1 minute confirmation in the form of the 1 minute breaker structure. So super happy with the trade, super happy with the risk. Good stop, good take profit. 1.29 RR is fine. I'm not really as long as it's above one, I'm happy with any RR. So that is what I think. ES is showing dicks to the upside, if I'm honest. So that's my trade. I'll update this tonight with what happens. I'm leaving for work soon. So that being said, peace out. I'll update this trade when it's done. Sorry if it feels rushed. I will talk through it again later, but sorry if it feels rushed. Peace. Boom. Yeah, so you saw the trade live while it was going. You saw this little bit while I was doing the recap. Right, I apologise if I am quiet. It is in fact 10 p.m. Everyone in my house is asleep. I normally would be too, but I had work, so it's late. So apologies for the late video as well. But anyway, jump right in. I know I covered it on the recap, but nice and simple. I've marked out, there was these 4-hour highs here, which were swept pre-market, so I just got rid of them. Any sweeps pre-market I don't tend to use. I don't really like it. I like to see a sweep once market is opened, because that's when the banks are trading, and it's a clear indication of the banks taking out liquidity, which is how I learned what liquidity is, about the banks taking up people's orders to get their orders filled. So I like to see a sweep upon open, because that is when the hedge funds and the market makers, the big banks, the big corporations are moving the market, and that is when they are moving price to liquidity to get their orders filled. So I like to see a sweep when market opens, because these 1-hour lows as well were also swept pre-market on NQ anyway. Those 1-hour lows are swept on these candles, so that was before market open. So again, I deleted them, got rid of them. So market opened and came down, took out on NQ this set of 1-hour lows, not 4-hour lows, but just this set of 1-hour lows. Nice and simple. ES came down, took out those 1-hour lows as well, and also yesterday's low, which is marked here, previous day's low, right there. And obviously that makes an SMT when this candle closes, because for the SMT to form, you have to wait for the move down and the move up. So that move up candle has to close. So once this candle closed, I draw an SMT from those lows. ES made lower lows, NQ higher lows. Now obviously you want to trade the lagging index, so I would have ideally wanted to trade ES, but after a high time frame sweep, I like to wait for a 5-minute retrace candle, which is just a 5-minute candle in the opposite direction. NQ gave one first, so 950. That candle closed at 955 as a down candle. ES 950 candle was still up. So once that high is made, I draw an equilibrium from the low to the high. That's the first thing I always do, because it's nice to have that extra confirmation on the 5-minute. But that allows me to scale in that candle. On the 5-minute as well, this up candle at 945 invalidated. It closed at 950, obviously. Disrespected this 5-minute imbalance here. Not by much, but it did. As you can see, close it above the red line. On ES, same thing. 945 candle closed above the 935 imbalance. NQ 935 imbalance closed above it. Nice, awesome. And in that move up, we start 947 and 948, 1-minute breaker structure and 1-minute inverse fair value gaps. ES, exactly the same thing. Just gonna do this, exactly the same thing. 947 and 948, 1-minute breaker structure and inverse in all of these bearish fair value gaps. So I like to see. And then obviously NQ made the 5-minute down candle first, right here. So then 9:50 I can look for a trade. Now what was I looking for once on the 1 minute? Well, 9:50 happens here. Sorry, the candle closes at 9:55. The 5-minute candle closed at 9:55, which is when this candle closes, and when this candle opens. I draw my 1 minute imbalance and this 1 minute imbalance, and obviously the 5-minute equilibrium, which is marked with this line. And I just traded because the 1 minute here broke structure back to the downside. Oh, I knew that would happen. As you can see, this candle closed below that low. So what I would have wanted to see for max confirmation, I said to myself, right, for me to enter along here, I'd want to see a 1 minute break back to the upside. And this candle came in and filled the imbalance one more time after the 5-minute retrace candle. Came in and filled the imbalance and broke 1 minute structure. So I entered right on the candle close. If you want to look at my orders, oh, they're not here anymore. They've expired. But I entered 9:56:00 on the dot as soon as that candle closed and that one opened, which is good, which is positive because I wanted to make that improvement. I was always entering like halfway through a 1 minute candle, hesitating, but I was straight in today, which is again positive improvements. So yeah, I entered there. I had my stop at the open of the first of the 3 candles of this fair value gap pattern. First candle, second candle, third candle, open right there. So I put my stop there, quite a big one. I risked $274, and my one and only take profit was those highs, as you saw on the video prior, purely because I was leaving for work. You've seen all that. I did say in that video I'd like to have extended take profits to those highs, which are also 15-minute highs, and then finally the 1 hour highs that are just in the 4-hour imbalance. 4-hour imbalance, 1 hour highs would have been final take profit for 2.3R, and as you can see, all would have hit, and I would not have been stopped at break even, because if I had the more TPs, then stop would go to break even after this one, and I wouldn't have been stopped out, and all the TPs would have hit. So that is a bit unfortunate because I did have to leave the charts. This trade won while I was driving to work. I pulled over and cancelled my stop order because on Tradeovate, your order for take profit gets hit, but obviously your stop loss order does not get auto cancelled. So I had to pull over and cancel it because I did not want it to just reverse and then put me in shorts here. Would not have been nice. So that's what I did. So that is the trade for the day. Obviously, it did hit my planned take profits, but I wouldn't have been able to manage the position past 10:55. So I could have hit TP2 just, but it is what it is. Not gonna worry about that. It's still a winning trade. Made 350 on the account. Account sitting at 5621. That is my trade recap done. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of live trading and talking and seeing it move. As you can imagine, for the average person, the emotions can get quite high because it is just flicking and it just shows you the money right there. But the past few weeks I've been really good at being emotionally detached from the outcome and from the money, and that is a big improvement as well. So that is a recap from the day. Apologies for it being late, but see you next time.